Hey everyone, Kayla Little here with eXp Realty, and I want to chat with you about the market update for specifically the condo market in Fort McMurray for 2024 versus 2023 for the month of January. So at first we're going to look at the number of sales. So in 2023, there was 14 condos that sold in the month of January, and looking back at just last month for 2024 in January, there were 7. So sales for condos are down year over year, half. And that's a pretty significant number to consider. I think there's a couple factors of what's playing into that. Number one being what's available for sale now versus what was available last year. When we look at the number of active listings that were there in 2023, there was 54 condos on the market in January. And looking at last month, there was 32. So a significant difference in what was available. So I want to talk about the average sale price of a condo in Fort McMurray this year versus last year. And the number, there's quite a bit of difference in the number, but I want to put some context to it. So last year, the average sale price of a condo was $127,000. And fast forward to January of 2024, that price is now $67,000. So I want to put some context to it because I don't want for buyers and sellers to think that that same condo that sold last year is now significantly of less value in 2024, because that's not necessarily the case. Is there a change in value? Yes, there is, but it's not to these drastic numbers. So for example, I'll use Richard Street downtown, 200 Richard Street. Looking at the sales for January of 2023, there was a couple of those condos that sold. They sold anywhere from about $105,000 to $110,000 for a 2-bedroom condo. Fast forward to 2024 January, that same building seen a sale, and that price was $100,000. So a little bit less than it was in 2023, but not to the numbers of what the average sale price is showing. So rest assured, your property value has not dropped that much. It may have dropped a little bit, but I think really what that shows us is there's a shift in what people are buying and where they're spending their money. So when we look at if it's a buyer's market or a seller's market, how we determine that is we calculate something called months of inventory. And there's a scale of if there's X amount of months of inventory, if no new properties came on the market today, based on the sales, how long would it take us to sell the existing inventory? And when we look at 2023, there was 4 months of inventory for the condo market in January. And then this year there's 5 months of inventory for the condo market. And this 4 to 5 month number essentially tells us that this is a very balanced market with 5 months of inventory. Usually when you dip down to the 4, you're looking at more of a seller's market there. How it brings value to both buyers and sellers is it lets you know your position in the market. And so knowing that there's 5 months of inventory right now, I want to touch now on kind of what that means for each buyer and seller, see where the advantage is. So I think what that means for buyers is the market is most definitely not flooded with listings. Where the advantage is for the buyers right now is there's more condos coming on the market. If you're a buyer and if you have a solid pre-approval and if you have a healthy down payment, then a seller would be wise to consider your offer. My message to sellers would be there's going to be competition coming up in the spring, and buyers don't have to overpay for a property. You really want to have your pricing dialed in, because if you're overpriced in this market, the situation that you might find yourself in is there might be a buyer out there right now that is willing and able to buy in this market, but they may look at your property and decide not to make an offer on it because they know that there's more coming. So you want to make sure that your price is really accurate so that you don't lose your buyer to somebody that's going to be coming on the market in the next couple weeks. So if you're considering buying in this condo market or selling in this condo market, I hope you found this information valuable. As a buyer, you want to make sure that you have a realtor that's really knowledgeable with the condo market, because it is quite the complex process buying a condo. There's definitely a lot of things to consider, especially with management, parking, and so on and so forth. And when selling in the market, you want to have someone that's going to be able to prepare you so that there's nothing that's missed in your transaction of transferring over your condo to a new buyer. If you would like to have some more information, I can definitely help you out. I can provide you with a free property evaluation, or if you're a buyer, we can have a consultation of what that home buying process looks like for you. You can reach me through email. It's really easy, klittlerealestate@gmail.com, or you can catch me on my cell, which is 587-723-5695. I'm Kayla Little with eXp Realty, and I am more than happy to help you. Thanks for listening to my condo market update, and I'll catch you guys really soon.